Okie dokie. Come on, come on. Get a little accelerator, get it rolling. A little more, okay. For some reason, I'm having a hard time backing out today. Whoops. Hold on a second. Alright, welcome aboard, guys. Let's get going. Seatbelts on, navigation's plotted. Blue button is provided. Zoom, zoom. So I was about to pull out when I saw one of the property owner association park rangers drive by, and he kind of stopped at my driveway. And then he moved on. I'm not quite sure why he would stop at my driveway. Maybe he saw my car in the driveway and thought it was interesting. I don't know. Who knows with people who think they're cops? I mean, he provides some rule enforcement. I don't think he's a licensed law enforcement person. However they word that one. What? It's sprinkling. What? Alright, peace and harmony. So we're going to go down, visit my friend, or my friends, and we're going to play Pickle Ball.
In 500 feet, turn right onto American Drive.
If you're following the weather, you know that it's about to get pretty cold from a Central Texas perspective. And yes, the weather guy on the one station is saying, oh, but it won't be January or February 2021.
Now turn right onto American Drive.
He made a big point of saying it several times. And then on the other station, the guy said, well, we're going to be above freezing, so from that perspective, it won't be like that. Okay, that is a better perspective. Okay? Whoa, we're going to cut that close.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Come on, Mr. FSD. Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. So, regardless
right
of
onto Boggy Ford Road.
How you want your weather delivered, it's pretty obvious that we're going to have some temperatures, at least overnight temperatures, down as low as perhaps 20. And part of that time, there is a decent possibility there'll be at least some rain, if not snow. And actually, it sounds like there's a decent chance of snow. And given the choice between the two, I'd much rather have snow. Because if it's rain, then it'll freeze on contact on the power lines, which will cause problems. Right? On these guys right next to us. If we don't have freezing rain, then you have to worry about the power lines being broken. Because snow won't stick to it. Right? Snow just falls. Okay? That's the good news of that. Anyway. What happened? No, it's not supposed to be sprinkling, is it? I mean, the roads are dry. Okay, anyway. Onward, upward charge. That's where we are. Yes, when I stepped out, I was kind of amazed to see some of the cloud formations going. That looks kind of dreary. Okay. Time to switch over, right? Onward, upward. Alright, so welcome back for the long format. Yeah, I left home with an upload started with for long format of the drive on the 15th. I wanted to publish a long format there because at part there was a guy driving a Chevy I don't know, C10, Silverado, whatever. It was an old Chevy truck. So I wanted to publish that and then publish a ice comparison notes. Although, you know, dude, the first look is he gets 7.1 miles per gallon. I mean, wow. I mean, that's just burning gas like it's being given to you for free. Okay, maybe not exactly, but you know, I mean, it's I don't know, just crazy. And the people who talk about, well, I get aviation gas to
in 1,000 feet, bear left onto Highland Lake
drive
Drive.
my hot rod. Wow. Right, because aviation gas was up around $5.50, $6 a gallon, something like that.
Now bear left onto Highland Lake Drive.
Okay, how if I bear left on the Boggy Ford Road? Just an idea. I mean, that intersection is such a pain. And it's also straightforward. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks strange if you don't pay attention to the labels, right? If you actually look at what it's labeled, it shouldn't be difficult at all. Anyway, whatever, peace and harmony. So, did you hear about the SpaceX launch last night? Yes, they sent up Starship. It was actually, they've apparently made a lot of changes to Starship. So it was the first one of that generation. And they already have another generation in progress. So, anyway, the Starship apparently had some kind of issue. And
in 1,000 feet, turn left onto
did what they
Ford
call a
Road.
rapid disassembly over the Atlantic. And you know, the TV news, and then you get down to the details, like, well, there's a reason why you have a hazard zone. Okay.
Now turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
One of the things about having explosive materials on your vehicle is sometimes explosive materials explode, and that's apparently what happened to Starship. I mean, I don't know how deep they have to go into it. It sounds like Mr. Musk has already proposed some changes, although the next Starship is already ready to roll out to the pad practically. But maybe they can get those changes done. It'll be good. And they did catch the booster, so the second time they've caught the booster, so that sounds good. You know, but I don't know. It's just, the one TV news reporter guy said, and we're supposed to fly to Mars on this? Well, no, not on this particular one. Pretty sure they were meaning it for it to go to the Indian Ocean and going to the ocean, I guess. Not Indian, Pacific, right? Whichever one. And they had some aggressive goals, I think, with this particular version. But maybe not yet. Right? They wanted to demonstrate that they can transfer fuel out in space. And I think they've done some initial testing, but I think they'd have to have 2 Starships up there to do a real transfer. I don't know exactly. Okay. This is a point where I'd say, wait, we're supposed to slow down. Okay, we finally slowed down. But the cars in front of me didn't slow down right away either. Okay, so anyway, there's that. The good news is the booster was caught. And a second little piece of good news is one of the Raptor engines on one of the vehicles was a refurbished one or something like that. And that sounds curious. I think it was specific. It sounded like it was specifically for a test. Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. You know, it's still. I was down at the island for the first one. I was there for when it was supposed to go, but then they delayed it. And being used to the typical NASA approach, I left. And if I just stuck around another day, I would have been able to see it. Yeah, I'm not doubting Musk, but you have to follow NASA rules to some extent. Which makes me curious what's going to happen this year. Right? I mean, I get it. You want to have a diverse set of companies supporting the mission. And, you know, not too many people said too much about the Boeing astronaut module, whatever it was. You know, that's the one that they had so many issues with it that they left the astronauts up there in space and flew the module back. And it turns out they said, well, there's no problems. But we'll see, right? That's not. It is the mail person. The mail carrier. Anyway. I mean, the argument being made, so to speak, is that the old way of doing things with NASA just don't work anymore, or are not as reliable. And part of it is your engineering pool is being pulled to places like SpaceX, and I guess even was it Blue Origin or whatever it is that the Amazon guy Bezos is doing. But I mean, in some ways that's good. Let's return or move towards a more commercially viable
In 1,000
solution.
feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
I mean, the fear is commercial enterprise would take shortcuts, and that would not be good. But you still have companies like Boeing doing the stuff under the old scheme, so I don't know. I would not bet against Musk and SpaceX. So don't misunderstand what I have to say. Oh, what do you say we wait for the Sunday to go by? Just the concept. Ding ding, ding 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 ding. Okay, so break on this off. There was a car coming, and it was going to be kind of close. And I'm in standard mode, so I don't know why he's doing it like if we're in a hurry. It just, when you look at it that way, it's like, but there's occasional hiccups, and that's not Robotaxi. Sorry. Depending upon the human driver to be safer than your Robotaxi doesn't sound good. Wait, now they're taking dirt away? What? I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing here. I thought maybe they're kind of like preparing to make this 5 lanes. Right at a dedicated left turn lane. If nothing else, it increases the separation between the directions. And in places like up here in Old 1431, where if somebody's making a left turn, they're not in the inside lane making that left turn. They're in a turn lane making a left turn. That would be far safer. At least you would think it would be. What do I know? Okay, so anyway, there's the SpaceX stuff. I mean, there's a part of me that would really like to see one of those rockets going up live. And I kind of knew they were scheduled to send it up yesterday afternoon. I just was not in tune with that. So for those wondering, local news starts at 4 o'clock on a couple of stations in my area. So I like to tune in and at least catch the weather. Catching the weather I want to do. Watching the other news, it kind of depends. Right. And I get it, those people who run online media companies tell you can't trust them, but then again, what's the difference? Right? You're running a company for profit. And you make your profit by advertising, which means you have to have people tune into you. So yes, there are a few stations I don't tune into. I just don't like their approach. Sometimes it feels like you're exaggerating. Let's put it that way. Exaggerating things. Okay, fine. You don't want my clicks, then you don't want my clicks. That's fine. But whatever, peace and harmony. And the two main local stations that I watch, I'm watching mostly because I have some trust in their weather people. Right? If I don't trust your weather people, I don't know why I should tune into you. Oh, look, they're treating the roads. They're pre-treating the roads already. Wow. Okay. They're not going to wait around here. They're going to get after it. I mean, it's not supposed to know until Monday night, something like that. Then again, we shouldn't have any precipitation until Sunday night, so not like it's going to go anywhere. Okay, we'll see what happens. All right. So we talked some about SpaceX. We talked some about TV stations. Oh my goodness. Touched on the area of politics, so to speak. Yeah, I had a hard time trusting him, but he stayed. Alright, let's take a quick break here. Alright, we're back. So that's what I going to video editing. That for some reason the cameras are able to hold the whole segment of driving, which surprised me. I mean, I thought before they would be breaking it down into 7 gig chunks, and on the longest stretch I'm going 17 gig of video. So I don't know. I mean, of course, I'm going on to Pickle Ball, so it may have to be split. Although I just did a manual split. I don't know. I mean, like I said before, the advantage of having smaller files is it's easier to get them copied over. Will there be more copying? Yes, but it won't take as long to copy each file. And it's easy enough to merge it, so it's not a big deal. Whoa. Somebody's transporter going up to their house up here? Some of those look like pretty classic cars. Alright, you know, Mr. FSD, we could go around Mr. Pickup here. You don't have to follow him. Yeah, after all, he's limited. What does that mean? Yeah. It's supposed to mean it's more premium, but maybe it means he's limited in what he's able to do. Whatever. Different companies name their vehicles different ways. Right, that was one of the jokes about the Chevy NoVa. What? What's that? Okay, so in Spanish, what is NoVa? Roughly translated means no go. No go means doesn't run. Although I think that's more of an English interpretation of how you see it, because if you're Hispanic heritage in this area, you take that kind of stuff with a grain of salt. Right? You don't go like, oh, well, it's a bunch of American guys who came up with an English and then didn't think about the Spanish trend. No, you don't pay attention to it. See, they treated this section. Oh, interesting. So they're treating the ascents and descents. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Whoa. Come on, dude. That's JL, so it's not new, but it's not real old. Is that true? Maybe 6, 7 years old, maybe? Really? I don't know.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Anderson Mill Road.
Yes, ma'am. So what do you think gas price is today? $2.56. $2.56. What? Okay, $2.55 or 55.9 cents. You know, they're doing it just to hook you in. How much is 0.1 cents of a gallon anyway? Whatever. Oh. All right. Well, I guess along this is you're getting the rain showers, because it's dried all up. Maybe somebody at TxDOT did a little rain dance to not have any sprinkles.
Now turn right onto Anderson Mill Road.
So their brine mix will stick. Now we're going down 620. Terrific. So you know that somebody was doing a YouTube discussion about having something to indicate whether or not you're on an ADAS system, right? And I think like maybe Mercedes or one of those companies like that had blue highlights on the front end, and I guess maybe back end too, to indicate that you're running their form of, let's call it FSD. I mean, they don't have FSD, they have something else, but whatever it is, it is. In some ways that sounds good, in some ways it sounds like a distraction. Okay? Like right now, I'm being followed by a Model Y. I think that's a Model Y. So if I had something on my car indicating I was running FSD, would it make a difference to it? I mean, most people would have no clue what it meant, right? Just like most people have no clue what Super Cruise is or Blue Cruise, even if they've seen it on TV. Or if they're aware of what it is, they'll probably think it's an expensive toy. And to some degree, I mean, you'd have a point. Same thing with FSD. It's an expensive toy. But FSD, if everything works out correctly, will allow you to run Robotaxi. Oh yeah, it's a pretty new car. Well, you bought it in the beginning of December. Something like that. I didn't see the date correctly or cleanly. Anyway, just curious. Is there a benefit to having an indicator? Yes, quite possibly. But is it worth the cost, right? Now, it's very possible that the Cybercab and the new Model Y may already have those indicators built in. It's just a question of implementing them. I don't think the the Highland Model 3 has it. Maybe Cybertruck could also implement it, I'm not sure. Kids are out playing, yeah. Although it's 59, so it's not horribly cold or anything. And they also enjoy being outside as much as they can. Sunday doesn't sound like a horrible day, but it sounds like it's going to be kind of miserable. And actually, it was what used to be the 3M half marathon. And now they call it the Austin International Half Marathon. Anyway, that's supposed to be Sunday. At least it's not Monday morning. Let's look at it that way. See the positive. Yes, I've done that a couple of times. Well, I did it once where you could split it, right? So a friend and I did it. And that was pretty cool doing that one. And then as part of my first marathon training, I did the full half. And I think it's on that one. For some reason there was a girl standing on the edge of the road, and she had these beads in her hand, and she stuck her hand out. And I thought she was giving them to me. She was handing them out. So I grabbed them. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she was supposed to or not. I just don't know. It's kind of funny because they were big white beads. I don't know. Not like the Mardi Gras ones. I mean, you can get big Mardi Gras ones, but usually Mardi Gras ones are relatively small. But these were big ones on. Okay, whatever. She had a smile and I had a smile. It was fun. It was just a fun thing to do. Now, if it turns out you're the person that hand those beads out, and I wasn't supposed to take them, I would get what you say. I mean, it's just one of those things. There's no time to really think about it a whole lot. You know, whatever. Peace and harmony. Ugh. Yeah, I'm making myself nostalgic. Oh, look at all these cars backed up here. Because they have the outside lane closed? I wouldn't have thought there'd be enough cars back up like that.
Farm to Market Road 620 Road.
Oh, brake, 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 brake. Look, there's a van there. Ray J. You gonna go around him? I give you, he's going kind of slow. Looks like he's pretty packed and he's afraid something might fall out. It's probably a fair worry. Looks like a carpenter guy. Okay, sounds appropriate. He didn't have to cut off that guy. That FSD didn't have to cut off that guy that time. Looks like a lot of people turn left. What's going on? What? Oh, people are picking up their kids at school, I guess. Oh, so they have oh, that's dumb. Okay. So what some is, the line going in is up on this side. The line coming out is down on the other side.
To Market Road 620 Road.
If you're coming back east again, you're having to deal with that traffic as well. But whatever. Peace and harmony. You know, you do what you have to do. Mr. Honda, we can go right now. Oh, it's like he heard me. Look at that Model X. Okay. Yes, there's a part of me that would love to do a rap, but I don't have a theme that I want to push right now. I think if I do Robotaxi, then I might want to come up with some kind of rap that made it look more taxi-ish. But we'll see. But the other part, of course, is once you look at the price, you're like, oh man, that's not cheap. I mean, it's not real expensive, but it's not cheap. Or at least I guess if it's any good, it's not cheap. I mean, cheap one would be around $2,000, I think. And a decent one's around 6 or 7. I don't know. And then what happens to people like this, right? Once that Robotaxi thing, once it takes off, what's the future? No engine. No, but you have 2 motors. Whatever, man. The things people argue about. I guess I should have got out this morning and washed the car. Just not that excited about doing it. But I do need to get the front license plate holder mounted. Yes, I live in Texas. Get over it. We could just go left. We could go left. Okay, I'd turn on the turn signal, move them left. Oh, he's not sure he wants to go around this pickup. Or he wasn't until we got up here, and he goes, oh, yeah, I'm going. Meantime, the Mazda we were passing, once he saw the turn signal came on, oh, he sped up. Which is normal human behavior. No, you can't get in front of me. No. Well, I've already passed you. You know, I went to the movies to go see Wicked. I haven't gone back since then. They had Moana 2, but I didn't go see it. Oh, what am I doing? What are you doing here? It's a Volkswagen CC? Was it 2.5 or 2.0? You should have plenty of power. Ugh. Yes, I agree. Let's go to the right. See if we can go around CC here. And the Rogu made sure well, no, you can go. He's not going. Volvo's going to do it? Yep, he is. It took a long time to decide, but he did do it. Brake. Yeah, now we're in a position where you're going too slow to move over. Too bad. See, I should have already taken an interruption, but I don't see the point right now. Chevy Malibu's coming through. Can we go left? No, you're stuck. You rather dig a deeper hole. And we actually passed the people that were EQS 450 plus. I know there's a plus to 450. Pretty sure Aspec has reviewed that car. Oh yes, I threw together a couple of comparison videos about a Hyundai Ioniq 5. And the second one, which is about a more direct comparison, because somebody said, look, you got Iconic 5N. Well, the N's the high performance car, right? I'm not doing that. I'm doing more of the family sedan. Okay, let's get over. Can you get over? Can you go? Take a chance. So the one that's just about the Ioniq 5, yeah, that one didn't come out so well. I got the charts in the wrong order. So I'll have to go back and redo it. Wow. Oh, is it just because this Buick's getting out? Is that why we had to stop suddenly? Oh, come on. Whatever, peace and harmony. Oh, I didn't bring more gum. Whoops.
In 1 mile, turn left onto North Quinlan Park Road.
Okie dokie, let's hope you know to do it. I mean, yes, in general, I agree that the way you learn is by removing the crutches. But when you remove the crutches and you find you didn't do it right, oops. Somebody's out sailing. But yeah, I guess if you're going to go sailing at some point, today's the day to do it. Okay, good. Good, great. Exactly how you should do it. Is that ice? Craft cocktail ice. Okay. There's a refrigerator maker who, I think it's LG, right? Has an ice maker, and they would make ice balls, which sounds kind of cool. Let's face it, I usually get crushed ice out of my freezer when I do that, but anyway.
Now turn left onto North Quinlan Park Road.
Okay, why don't we do that? You know, I haven't even taken off the hubcaps on this car. Thinking I was supposed to do some energy testing. I haven't done none of it. Because I know the 30 mile per hour test, it'll get really good range. What do you do with this 35? You read it? Okay. But you're still going to do 44? Come on, dudes. You take too long to respond to the speed reduction. Oh, you as the human driver have control. You can scroll it down and control it. Because there's some places you just don't want to exceed the speed limit. quick it goes up. It's just slow to go down. Is that what it is? Okay, quite possibly. Wow, really?
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Steiner Ranch Boulevard, University Club Drive. Now turn left onto Steiner Ranch Boulevard.
I guess we can call it, huh? All right, 29 miles, 45 minutes, 183 watt hours per mile. Yes, sir. 183 watt hours per mile. And of course, I didn't reset the trip, but since last charge takes care of it. Okay. Was there anything to say? I mean, there's one car. I did a right left turn signal go around. But then there was another one where FSD did it, so I don't know. It's kind of weird.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Old Course Drive.
Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Catch you on the flip side.
Now turn
In the valley of the jolly ho-ho-ho, green giant. Alright, let's go home. Calculate, seatbelts on. What? You want to see what he does? Yes, I think he'll be stupid about it, but let's see what he does. My guess is he's going to turn right. No, wait. He's going to turn left.
Now turn left onto Old Course Drive.
Wow. Awesomeness. All right. Oh, it's going to include that. Okay. Okay, use some accelerator again to go through. He thought about it, but he still was having an issue with going through.
In 500 feet, turn left onto University Club Drive.
What happened there? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So Pickle Ball is one of those things.
Now turn left onto University Club
You
Drive.
gradually start evolving into a better player. Sometimes it's good. What? You want to know the secret? Okay. The secret to beating Ray is if you serve it at his toes or at his knees.
In 500 feet, turn right onto North Quinlan
There's a
Park
good
Road.
chance he won't reach it.
Now turn right onto North Quinlan Park Road.
And of course, if I'm on one side of the court playing singles on one side of the court, and you play to the other side of the court, I won't be able to get to it. I'm not that fast. It is number 3. All right. What are you looking at? Yeah, okay, it looks okay. All right. Oh, yes, I need to interrupt, don't I? Yes, okay. What do you want to know? Trips? Where are we at since last charge? 32 miles, 6 kilowatt hours, 192 watt hours per mile.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Ranch Road 620 North.
So it means I added like 3 miles, maybe, something like that. Okay. Sorry, peace and harmony, it's all good. Yes, I'm kind of tired. I'm not very talkative, am I? Oh, I meant to go to Randals. Will it compute it in time? No, I didn't even check for the speed zone. But I'm following other cars, right? Oh, no. What? Oh, no, it's Friday. Am I thinking of it wrong? I don't know. I forgot.
In 1,000 feet, bear left.
Okay. Let's see if you can figure it out. See, this is closer, but it looks like you're just doing a Y. Actually, you're going into a left turn lane. I wonder if Tesla has the ability to show that on its maps. Yes, I forgot I was going to go do that. Wow, there's so many cars coming up this road. You really going to go for it? There's cars right there. There's not a time to be slowing down. So I put my foot on the accelerator and pushed him a little bit. How interesting. You sure you're going to go this way? Okay, whatever. 6 one, half dozen the other. Oh, man.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Yeah, we could just go in the parking lot and park. Go right there. Feels like he's thinking about finding a place to park.
Now your destination is on the right.
And Toyota kind of threw off his timing. Right, foot back on the accelerator, pushing him along. Oh. Alright, so I decided he was going to park there, and that's not the right place to park. Let's go this way. This Toyota's position is confusing. But here, we'll park over here. This should work. Let's pull this up just so we have a basis. 3 miles, 14 minutes, 218. Wow, okay, 218 watts per mile. Since last charge, we have 33 miles, 6 kilowatt hours, 184 watt hours per mile. Let's go get a few things and then we'll move on. All right, so it looks like he's had me go down Volante Road, which is a good thing from my perspective. That's not a legal state plate, dude. Or a legal Texas plate. Alright, let's get going, shall we? Whoop! What happened? I got confused. Yeah. What? Did Did he lose something? He's trying to figure out which way to go. Okay. I'm okay with you going left.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Ranch Road 620 North.
Okay. Use that as a stop sign. We can go. Alright, so while I was
Now turn right onto
inside,
Ranch Road 620 North.
they had some king cakes there. And I'm kind of a sucker for king cakes. Didn't care how much it cost, just bought it. Yes, it's not. I don't think we're anywhere near Mardi Gras, are we? I didn't think so. We need to get left. But anyway, it was sitting there. I bought it. Yeehaw. I see TxDOT has treated this road as well. Yeah, so in my experience, if TxDOT pre-treats the road, that usually means we are not going to get anything. Whatever, we'll find out soon enough.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Comanche Trail.
Wow, where's it going? Green light?
Now turn left onto Comanche Trail.
Oh yeah. I kind of hit the spot, but it's a lot more bread than So for those of you familiar with the chocolate eclair, you know, that's the bar-shaped donut that has cream filling inside and then it's chocolate glazed. Well, at Randals they had something similar, but it was missing the filling. So, okay. It still helped replenish some level of energy after playing pickleball, which was almost 2 hours. And playing to one friend, I mean, we're able to play with each other for a while. The other friend, she likes sending them to the side where I can't get them.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Oasis Bluff Drive.
Although it was a couple of times I also hit it to the side where she couldn't get to it.
Now turn right onto Oasis Bluff Drive.
I usually say what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to play it so that I'm hitting it to you and you can hit it back to me. And let's not worry about the score for now. Improve our accuracy. But whatever. I mean, some people want to keep score and they want to show that they're better. Okay. It's still fun. Either way, it's still fun to play. So today we're playing on a tennis court that has red lines painted for the Pickle Ball.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Bullock Hollow Road.
And I mean, it's kind of confusing because you're looking at a white line and then you're looking at a red line. The red line's the one that counts, but if you're thinking white line, you miss it.
Now turn left onto Bullock Hollow Road.
And whereas there's some other courts in the area that are just pickleball courts. I think that's what it is, right? Yes. It's tighter quarters, but they're actual pickleball courts. The lines aren't confusing. It's far better. But okay. Yes, sir, Bob, that king cake is calling my name. Oh, this may be confusing to edit. I've always hated coming this way, but you know, it's not really bad. You can go right now. But we're not in hurry mode. And yeah, well, we should be going. And now we're going right around it. Okay, good. Went right around that pothole. For some reason, this is like 5 minutes faster, according to his estimate. And yeah, when you come down, he goes down 620. He has to. Whatever. Peace and harmony. Today's going to be a sugar high day. Wow. I mean, king cakes have all that icing on top, and then they put on the color sprinkles. I mean, it's what? Green, purple, and yellow. Yeah, I won't have to have dinner. Oh, I'll still eat dinner, but dude, why do you have your high beams on? Right, I just have markers on, or DRL. So let's see, if all the clouds clear off. Well, there's still clouds in the west, right? If all the clouds clear off, that means we'll have radiational cooling and we'll get colder tonight. Whatever, it's okay. I guess they're treating this park as if it's closed, which makes sense. The lake's retreated so much.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 2769.
Boom.
Now turn right onto Farm to Market 2769.
Let's see, we're going to get home just about the time that the active school zone is over. Is that fair? I'm not sure. Oh, so if you don't live in Central Texas, it may not make sense to you, but while we were playing pickleball, I looked at the fence and I noticed what looked like a bunch of pollen falling by the fence. And I'm like, oh, uh-oh. I mean, we're towards the end of cedar season, I guess. I mean, not completely, but sort of. Definitely shouldn't be oak pollen time right now. But just seeing that pollen, if you've ever seen a news report where the reporter's like, look, when you shake this tree, look at all the pollen falling off of it. I mean, if you're a cedar fever sufferer in Central Texas, you definitely don't want to see that view. And when the cedar pollen is in high concentrations, or it's really falling off the trees, the air gets kind of smoggy. It's not smog, right? It's pollen. But when you see it, like, oh no, where is my allergy medicine? Where's my face mask? And I've been places where I had to put on a face mask. It was just bothering me so much. Yes, I'd still rather live in Austin than any place else. What one other place would I want to live? In my childhood home of Vero Beach. Yeah, I said childhood home. It's that where Vero Beach is now is not where I used to live. It's so much bigger now. So many more people. There was one of our childhood homes. These smaller streets were all sand. Okay. The road in front of the house was paved.
Turn left onto Dyes Ranch Road.
Okay. Thank you. So anyway, I mean, the beautiful thing about that part was you could go out riding your bike all over the place out there, not run into another person. It was beautiful. At least if you're somebody like me who likes having his own space, it was great. Last time I was in Vero Beach, those roads were all paved. Well, I didn't check them all, but when I drove by the house, all those side roads were all paved. At least from the Citrus Road perspective. Now, that's the road it was, a Citrus Road. Whoa, Mr. Jeep doesn't know how to drive on the road. And the park system, obviously, they've changed that around. But there was a park on the north side, on the beach part of Vero Beach. There was a park and nobody lived beyond that park. Now you go ways up and there's a bunch of people. Which I get. I mean, a lot of our retirees go to Florida.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
I don't even know if Piper because there was a Piper plant there. I don't know if Piper's still making planes there. And I don't know, is it still this winter home or spring home of the Los Angeles Dodgers? I don't know. I do know that the place where my father worked was essentially a research farm. That's all developed, or I think there's a community college out there too. So no, Vero Beach would not be a place for me to go. And I've thought about the possibility of going to Albuquerque, New Mexico, but on further review, it gets cold there. And when you look at it, it makes sense. It's pretty far north, actually, from an Austin perspective.
Now turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
Oh, okay. And we're going to make it good. So these guys have moved up, huh? What are they doing? Mr. Truck doesn't want you to get in front of him. Yeah. TRD Pro. Is that what I was looking at? Possibly. I was looking at a pickup the other night, and the taillights I thought were Nissan taillights. But no, maybe they're Toyotas. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm tired. Yes, in the old days, I would have had to drive. I could have really used this car when I went. It was actually the Albuquerque, New Mexico marathon, which is actually the second marathon in my life, but. After running that, my legs and feet were so tired. They were tired. And I was going to do a marathon in Roswell, New Mexico the next day. So I had to keep moving. So you get out, walk around a little bit, try to get loosened up just a little bit, then get back in the car and get driving again. What? You want to know? Okay. So, there are several ways you can, at the time anyway, there are several ways you can become Marathon Maniac. One of them was run 3 marathons in 3 months. Right? I mean, and the clock starts from the time you run your first one, I think. I didn't really look at that, but I saw there was a second way, and that was run 2 marathons back to back, Saturday, Sunday. Right? I guess if it was like Monday, Tuesday, it would count too, but usually it's over on the weekend. So I saw this Roswell marathon, and it said no time limit. I said, no, they always have time limits at marathons. So I called them and I asked them. He said, yes, we really mean it. However long it takes you to run that marathon is how long it takes. So I figured, okay, if I have to walk that marathon, at least I'll finish it, and that will count. You had to get an official time for the marathon back to back, or marathons back to back. So I'd get an official finish from both marathons, and that's what I needed to count. Yes, that second day, oh man, I went over a pedestrian bridge over a little stream, so it had the arch, and the change in angle, oh, that hurt. But once I got moving, once I got the blood flowing in my legs, I was okay. I just had to keep moving, and it was a out to a point and back. When I was coming up, like, it should be coming up any moment. And I think even on, so it was kind of rolling terrain on top of one of those height tops. Yeah, I was looking. Oh, I see something down there. Okay, it can't be that far. But we went through several more rolls before I finally got there. But once I got there, like, now all I gotta do is finish. That's all I gotta do. It was that easy? Yeah, sure. That sounds easy. You're right. It was hard. It was work. But I had confidence I could do it. I just had to keep moving. Yes. So I became a marathon maniac. Well, it's a marathon. People are crazy. Uh-oh, somebody wrecked. Somebody wrecked a Cybertruck. Oh, man. You know, if you didn't want it, I would take it. Okay, whatever. What would you do with it? I'd park it in the driveway, obviously. Anyway, so Marathon Maniac 1716, is that what it is? Something like that. So I got a number that's outside the thousands, but compared to what numbers they have now, that sounds pretty good. Because I think they're up in the teens.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto West Whitestone Boulevard.
Okay, anyway, so Marathon Maniacs is a group whose focus is running marathons, obviously. And they have a sister group, so to speak, of
Now
people
turn
who
left onto
do
West
half
Whitestone
marathons.
Boulevard.
And the one marathon I was at, there was a guy there who was running an astounding number of marathons for a year. It was like 2 every weekend. Something like that. It was I find it hard to wrap my head around the concept of even doing that. Now, where I was at that time, not at that time, but at the height of my marathoning, I could conceive of doing it, but the scheduling would have been hard. And the expense. I mean, you have to travel all these marathons. Oh my goodness. And actually, they were having a marathon on Veterans Day, and I wanted to go do it, but I was starting to feel a little tweaky. Where your body just feels a little hurt. So it's not a good idea to push your body that hard when you're not feeling up to it. But whatever. What? Yes. The proudest physical achievement was doing Ironman Florida 2012. That was something else. And I was probably in the best shape of my life that day. Thank you, training buddy. So I have a friend who's we called each other training buddy. I mean, it's a way to keep you accountable. Your commitment's higher if you're accountable to somebody to do the workout. But I remember doing that, seeing sometimes people were crashing into bike support areas, and you see them rolling on the ground, and you go, how am I going to avoid him? And yet somehow I did. I didn't crash anybody. I didn't fall down because of anybody, so I was fine. But those were the scariest moments. And in Ironman, you're not supposed to draft off anybody else when you're doing the bike portion. And I'd see these groups of people coming by and they're drafting with each other. Like, where are the course marshals to break this up? Because that's not right. It kind of cheapens my achievement. Okay, well, I turn on the right turns to move to the outside, and he decided he didn't like the idea. So I did it a second time, and he took the second time. Well, it looks like we've added 2 minutes onto the trip. Or 3. So I think it was 4:48 before. Yes, that's what it is. It's a Toyota Taco that has those split taillights. Or I guess they're cut in quarters. Anyway, whatever. Of course, it's been years since I've run any distance, so I'm not in shape to go run right now. But I still have some base, right? And I think there was one of the marathon coaches was saying, well, probably why you adapt to it so quickly is because you spent so much time bike riding and you do those 100-mile rides. Like, yes, that's true. So my body is conditioned to do that kind of work. And that is, let's call it slow endurance. Right, I can't, doing sprints is almost impossible for me, but long endurance I can do. Or I could do. It's been a long time since I rode a bicycle very far as well. And when I'm at the gym, I'll do anywhere from 3 to 7 miles on the recumbent bike. But that's a lot easier because you're not going up hills, going down hills, that kind of stuff. Come on, let's go catch this Mercedes. Of course, I guess they're going away, aren't they? Oh, we're up to 62. Well, let's just go buy them. Don't stay next to a car you can't trust. Let's go. So sorry, foot on the accelerator. For some reason, he wants to match beats with a Subaru who's having problems staying straight in his lane. I'm sorry, she. And she's going to pass me back. Then again, I'd slowed down to reasonable speed. Although right now we're down to 53. I don't know why. Are you protesting? Come on, Mr. FSD. Or maybe you looked ahead and saw that the light just turned green. Who knows? It's a Forester. Whoa, whoa. He has brake lights on. He's turning. I don't know why that was so hard for you. All of a sudden he's gone to go slow mode. What? What happened? Looks like the light must be green. It is green. It must be green, but we're kind of confused what to do here. No, let's not do that. That sounds like an accident waiting to happen. Thank you. Alright, so FSD decided he was going to shift over But out of the corner of my eye, I saw a car coming up. Turns out he was further away. But no, let's not be stupid about it. On the other hand, Mr. DV over here is going really slow. I get it. He's driving a Toyota. You can only drive Toyota so fast, right? On the other hand, I saw one of those cop chase videos, and they're chasing down this, I guess it's a RAV4. And the cop's saying they're going 135. And I'm going, wait, a RAV4 can go 135 miles an hour? Seriously? That one surprised me. But you know, the difference is they don't have a governor, right? In the Tesla, we do indeed have a governor, and the governor's based upon the tires that I think are based upon the tires that you got with the car when it was manufactured. So like this car, the speed is ever so slightly lower, and that's because the tires aren't speed rated for any faster. So even if you got new tires that could support that speed, you can't go faster. But then the way I look at it, like, well, when am I ever going to go faster than 125 miles an hour? Right? Or when am I ever going faster than, say, 90? What was the speed limit out there? 130? I think it's 80. Oh. Whatever. Peace and harmony. Do you think he's busy doing something? No, he's following somebody. Free one-day delivery. Oh, it's starting to get cloudy again. Well, so much for that beautiful sunshiny period. Oh. To be fair, it's 45 here. It's not a Toyota. No, it's Nissan. Sorry. For those of you insulted by that. Nissan followed by another Nissan. How interesting. 38? Just seriously? Oh, I'm scared being here. Why are you here? Get off the road. What? Yeah. 51 around the run with 54%. Happy New Year. Working on it. Oh, what? They have a cop over here. It looks like a deputy, huh? It is a deputy. We have a deputy who's checking speed. Or possibly, I don't think he's actually looking. I think he just wants to look like he's looking. No doubt somebody's complained at some point. Those people are speeding out there. Yeah, okay. Oh, so we're following a Chevy pickup who's having a hard time going. No doubt he's going to have to slow down to go up this hill. When we get to the 55 sign, where's going to happen? Nothing. He's having a hard time going up the hill. Oh. Okay. Oh, somebody's flashing their lights. What does that mean? Hey, we have logovists out here patrolling. It's a Z71. It's a Z71 you can't keep up. Yep. Lagavista PD is patrolling. Long today. Yeah, you try staying in this lane. So he thought about it for half a second, and he changed his mind back. Oh, I hadn't even really noticed that building. Okay. Oh! So while we're playing pickleball, one of my shoes came untied. Well, rather than stopping to tie my shoe, I just kicked my shoes off, took my socks off. So there I was playing pickleball barefoot. And yes, I do feel the irritation on the bottom of my feet. It's not bad, it's just a little scrubbed a little bit, a little sanded or whatever you want to call it. Okay, school zone's active over there. So I guess that means the high school zone is active. Although we haven't got there yet. What? Y'all didn't get a turn signal? So it wasn't worth it to go around. Bummer. I just looked down and I see my air conditioning is off. So I never turned it on today. .196 watt hours per mile. Okay. How far do I have to go? 6.5 miles?
Now turn left onto Loman's Ford Road.
Probably just over 1 kilowatt hour. Are you afraid of one of these people, or why are you not just going? Lago Fest, April 26th. April 26th. I thought that was a summer thing. Oh, April 26th is probably late enough in April for it to be warm. Or hot, even. Not hot by Central Texas standards, but still warm enough you're going to be uncomfortable a little bit. Alright, let's see what happens up here. What? The wind's out of the south. Really? That's a premier equinox. Somebody pulled off in a hurry.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Boggy Ford
Yes,
Road.
I agree. We should be able to go 50. But these people don't want to go that fast. School zone lights are off. That was a Tesla. Whoa! What? I was right. I'm going to high school. Kind of like at the last second. Wow. Oh, let's take an interruption here. Not that it matters much. Okay, that's what it is. Maybe it's just sometimes it's hard for me to push that button correctly.
Now turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Come on, pull up a little bit more. Look for the green. I mean, look left, and take off. Come on, keep going. There must be some number that's a limit to when he goes faster. Good. Pour a bunch of dirt on top of that. It must be close to paving on it.
In 1,000 feet, bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
So what are you going to do today?
Now bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Okay, we managed to fade right, stay on Boggy Ford. Managed not to signal for Lindbergh Lane. Of course, that's half sarcastic, but gotta take the victories where you can. The person in the Jeep behind me is trying to decide whether they want to push in on me or they want to back off and let me just drive. Of course, meantime, we're slowing down because we're on a curve. School bus has its yellows out. Yeah, that's too bad. We missed it. Not that I think we would have done anything. Right now I'm trying to think, did we do anything that was absolutely stupid? I did a brake on FSD somewhere, didn't I? Why was that? There was a car coming. Somewhere there was a car coming and I did a brake on FSD to wait for that car to go by. So turn out on the Valenti Road? No? Whatever, it was someplace.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto American Drive. Now turn left onto American Drive.
All right, let's interrupt here.
Santa Rosa Avenue.
All right, welcome back, guys. Here we are on American.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
Yeah, he's kind of smoothed that curve out, hadn't he? For that turn. He used to be really upset by the how far up those yellow lines are, or the idea of crossing those double yellows, which of course is against the law, but what can you say? I mean, whoever painted those lines was stupid that day. Oh look, we're going 20. And just so I looked to say, oh look, we're going 20, then you slow down 19, 18.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Whatever, it's okay. Oh, Halloween.
Now your destination is on the left.
14. 13. Okay, you're gonna be able to make a turn. That looks pretty nice. Okay, let's roll with it. All right, so 27 miles, 52 minutes, 175 watt hours per mile. Okay, since last charge, or the trip total, 61 miles, 11 kilowatt hours, and 180 watt hours per mile. Yes, sirree, Bob. Pretty uneventful, actually. I only recall one time I did a brake on ST off. Well, there may be a second time if I reviewed the whole video. And there are a few places where I use turn signals to move the car left, right. I mean, that's still par for the course. And a few times I used the accelerator to get him to go a little bit faster. Also par for the course. But other than that, everything's running great. Onward, upward charge.